Hi, it's Sandra here, and since I did a recording this morning of how to construct a snow globe shaker card, I thought I'd just show you how I constructed the shape of the snow globe part of it. Using shortcuts lot 4, I've created some basic shapes. The first one is a circle. Now, if you are in any doubt as to whether you have a circle or not, a true one, just check your dimension boxes and you can see here that this one is not a true circle because the width and the height are not exactly the same. So the easiest way of changing this, is simply to decide which number you want and to put it in the other box. So I'm going to go for 10.021 and put it in. And now the dimensions are the same. I have a curved rectangle and a straight angled rectangle as well, and these will be used a bit later on. Now I use this shape editing tool, and then I go to my bottom node and wait until you've got the cross symbol there, and then just move it up like so. Okay, try and make sure that you keep that node in line with the center. Alright, so we now have almost like a very fat water droplet shape. So what we can do now is we can elongate that if we want to, or we can make it wider if we want to. I'm actually quite happy with that shape, so I'm going to leave it as it is. So that is the base of our actual snow globe. Now the next thing that I need to do is to take a normal rectangle and just chop it off roughly where the line starts to go back in towards the bottom, more or less. So the widest point basically. And I'm going to go do that by going path, back minus front. Oops, wrong one. Path, front minus back. There we go. Okay, so I now have the shape that I want. Now I need to make that into a frame. So what I'm going to do now is go to the effects and go to shadow layer. And I'm going to go to inset shadow and I'm going to make that 0.33. Now I'm going to take this whole piece and I'm going to copy it and paste it. Okay, and I'm going to put it down the bottom here. And then this piece here, I'm going to go to path and exclude. And there is a good reason for doing that. So this is a shape in its own right. Now I have a curved angled rectangle there. And I would actually like to have it somewhere, yeah, like that. But I don't want that to have a curved base. So all I do is draw another rectangle and just do that. And then I can do back minus front. And I get my flat base, but the curved edges are on the top. So for this one, I can now put that there. Now make sure that it's lined up so that it's in the center, and mine is. And then go to path and union. And that will give me my snow globe shape. Now if I go to this one and break it apart, I can remove the outer one. And that inner one will be the one that I use to put my picture in, my drawing or whatever it is that I'm going to use as my background, because that is the one that will fit in there absolutely precisely. Okay. However, I've not quite finished yet, not absolutely finished. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on top of here just so I do the same thing to all the pieces. And I'm going to go up to the effects and I'm going to go to canned, because this makes it look ever so slightly rounded. I'm just going to click OK. So instead of that being completely flat to the ground now, it's curved as if it's a real object. And because I joined this in with it when I did this, that has done the same thing as well, so it will fit. This one that hasn't been curved, you can see what the difference in the effect is there. If I put it just there, you can see the curved line effect, and that will be deleted. Now here's one that I did with a slightly more egg-shaped dome. The shape of the dome is entirely yours. You can play around with the effects to get the shape that you want, whether it's traditional flat droplet shape like this one or more of an arch dome like that. This one I haven't applied the canned effect to, so it's a straightforward one at the moment. But that's how you do it. Now you must remember that if you're going to add a sentiment to this, you need to do the same thing with the sentiment. Actually, I'm going to go for a rounded rectangle again. Get it to roughly the right size. Yeah, that will do. Okay. And now write something. In this case, I'm just going to write hello. Okay. And you make it fit your box. However it is, you're going to do that. If you're doing this and you want it to be done on the machine in writing, just remember to set that to a pen line rather than a cut line. So you then take the entire lot again, go to the effects, go to canned, and just leave it as it was originally. And then you can group that. And you can see how it would fit on your snow globe. Okay, so that is how to do a snow globe if you don't happen to have some kind of die cutting machine that does it for you. You can devise your own file and cut it out on your silver bullet, your cameo, your portrait, whatever it is that you happen to use. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.